Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of FDN Sports. Today we're at Forest Glen Park for game number 2 between the Huntington University Foresters and the Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats. And if you did not tune in for the first game, we had quite the exciting finish. The Foresters looked to be down and out of that game, Coach. They turned around, had great at-bats, rallied from 4 down, scored 5 to walk it off. And we were talking in between games how big of a morale boost and win in general that is to just kind of keep the momentum going for this squad.
Yeah, definitely. The left-hander that was on the mound for Indiana Wesleyan had just not given Huntington anything leading up to that last inning, was dominant. But Huntington had a couple of guys off the bench that came out and had big base hits. Johnny Ankenbrock had a base hit, drove in a run. It's his first collegiate hit. And they just kept clawing their way back with good at-bats. And even though they had a couple of at-bats in there that weren't real good,
right,
but they overcame them. And so it's a nice win. It's a win that you can build on a little bit. It's nice when you can know that you have the ability to score runs and score runs late. And so, yeah, it's a good win.
Yeah, and R.J. England had another nice start. Of course, the pitching outside of R.J. was maybe not what we have been used to so far this season, but they did find a way to win, and you've coached baseball and been around baseball long enough. Sometimes it doesn't have to be pretty, and it's not pretty, but you got to find ways to win. And now they'll lean on a young pitcher who has had such a great start to the season. Max Engel coming in, a freshman, and he has been everything that you could dream of. He's given this team a lot of innings already, 13.2, and just been really phenomenal in his first 2 collegiate starts.
Yeah, he's somebody that's always going to be around the plate, so that you can count on him not, really hurting himself. And his outings have just been really good. I think especially the outing that I remember is the one against Mid-American Nazarene. You go out and play a team that was in the College World Series in 23 and 24, and so it's a recognized program, and he just didn't really give them anything and pitched really, really well. So he has the ability to throw 2 or 3 pitches really in any count, and he's not going to be overpowered, even though earlier this year inside he was 88, 89, 90. So, but he's not going to pitch at that level. But he's got a good breaking ball, he's got a good changeup, and like I said, he's going to be around the plate, or at least has been. So I hope I didn't just jinx him. But so he's throwing the ball really well.
Freshman from Shipshewana, Indiana, went to Westview High School. There's something about the pipeline from Shipshewana to Huntington, even on the baseball field, but the basketball court as well. That's been a big hit for recruiting on the hardwood as well.
Well, Thad's best friend is
the
head coach at Westview. So.
Right. Actually played him here, Westview.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, Huntington North played Westview, and I remember Coach Jared Hamill was, of course, a Huntington alum, and so was their head coach. So we are ready to go. Max Engel will toe the rubber. He'll face Trevor Volkovsky, the catcher who led off the first game, and its first pitch swing, it's popped straight up in the air. A little different sun here in game 2, at least some more coverage, but still sunny out in right field where Reinertz grabs the first out of game number 2. Engel comes in. You kind of talked us through what he's been good at, but his stats tell the rest of the story as well. He's 2-0 in 3 appearances, 13.2 innings pitched, make it 14 now. A 3.29 ERA. Not a ton of strikeouts. 16, has only walked 4 hitters. Carson Bush, shortstop, waits for the first pitch from the southpaw Engel, and it is delivered, and it is outside for ball 1. Tell you how they line them up behind Engel in the infield from left to right. It's Flores, Kaufman, Willard, and again over at first base Pelletier, it's Wilson again doing the catching. In left field, it's a different left fielder, which we've seen a lot of today. Johnny Ankenbrook will be in left, just coming off that big first collegiate hit. Jace Fowler in center. We've already seen Tanner Reinertz, and the designated hitter again is Cam Clarkson. The pitch, fouled straight back. Nice hack there by Bush. Makes the count 2-1.
Hey, what do you say, Steph?
Be a matchup of lefties. Cooper Chin, which we will tell you more about in the bottom of the first, will be starting, and he's another southpaw that gets the ball for Indiana Wesleyan. Huntington riding a 9-game win streak as it is a 3-1 count. And the pitch, away, makes the count full.
Yeah, the frustrating thing about hitting against Max is that it's just so hard to square something up. And
3-2 pitch on its way. Grounded left side. It's scooped up by Flores on the move. Nice throw over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. And, you know, that's maybe what Engel is going to be right now in his career. More of a pitch to contact, full hitters, keep them off balance, make them pound it into the ground. I mean, we saw a lot of good swings from this Wesleyan team off of the Forester staff. And we're only 2 batters in here, but soft contact so far.
yeah, they were definitely ready to put some swings on RJ's fastball. And they did, to their credit. I thought they swung the bat really well. I was really impressed with it.
This guy swung it the best, but it's hit right back to Engel, and Grossmer is retired, something that Huntington only did once in game number 1. It's a 1-2-3 for the lefty, and when we come back, Foresters will head to the plate. See you in a few on FDN Sports.
Top half of the first. Foresters coming to the plate. Chase Fowler, Owen Willard, and Keeper Wilson to get things started.
Back here for the bottom of the first. Huntington does a good job in the field and on the mound. Max Engel 1-2-3. And now another lefty on the mound. We saw one good one already today for Indiana Wesleyan. The second one is Cooper Chin, who is having a nice season. 4 games, 4 starts, 14 2/3. He's had a shutout already this year. 3.07 ERA, 17 strikeouts to 9 walks. We'll see if Huntington can figure this lefty out a little sooner than they did the last. Took them some time, Coach, to finally have good at-bats, but they did have them when it counted. Jace Fowler, who swings left-handed, will be the leadoff here in game number 2. The pitch right there for a called strike. Fowler was maybe one of the guys that didn't have a great at-bat.
I thought that was going to come back to haunt Huntington at the time, but they overcame it.
Outside to make it 2-1.
Clarkson getting hit with the ball, loaded the bases.
Yep.
That was a big point in the inning.
Pitch, and did that get Fowler? No, just missed him. It's 3-1.
It's a breaking ball. Why we tried to get out of the way of it.
Yeah. Chin graduated from Evansville North. There's another good look at it. So from Evansville, Southern Indiana kid, and that's called a strike. Friendly on the outside corner, make it full. He actually is a transfer, though, from Bradley University. He made appearances in 7 games in 23-24. He's walked the first guy of the day. And then 9 appearances last year with 5 starts. He had a 10.71 ERA across 21 innings.
This is at Bradley?
Yeah, this is, well, no, this was last year. Cooper Chin here at Indiana Wesleyan. So it's only year 3 here. He was at Bradley previously. But he's having a much better year this year, and he's been pretty good for him. First man on. Jace Fowler walks. Next man up, Owen Willard, who hits it hard right side. It's got some carry, and it is going to fly on out of here as the Foresters get off to a fast start. Willard goes the opposite way, and Huntington's up 2-0. Take another look here. Willard stays right on the lefty's fastball and drives it out of Forest Glen Park. That is exactly how you want to answer that momentum-gaining win from Game 1, coaches. Come out and punch your opponent in the mouth in Game 2.
Owen's really got good power the other way. Saw that early in the fall, and I'm sitting here looking at third base, and I'm not sure he hit third base. So I was looking at the third baseman going, is the third baseman going to appeal this? But he didn't. So
yeah, it's too late now. Huntington will collect those 2 runs as it's 1-1 here. I think it's easy after a game like that, and you don't want your team to be this way, to have a little lull in concentration after you just used all your energy and effort to win a game that it looks like you never should have won. But what good teams do is they come out and they punch right back and they keep going and they build off that, and that's a good sign.
We refer to that as a sense of urgency. Okay, let's score right now. You know, we got the first man on in the inning. Let's score right now.
This one's hit hard. Nice play over at first base by Nick Wiley. He made a mistake in the field in the first game of this one. Quite pretty, as it's another hard hit ball by Wilson, but it'll go as an out. Love that Huntington keeps doing this and hitting the ball the other way.
Yeah.
We talked about how Wiley could have been on Coach Tonagle's roster for basketball. He just used his 6'6" frame to grab that one.
So did we split with Indiana Wesleyan in basketball this year?
So we did, yep.
Yeah,
We beat them here at home, and then they became somewhat of a buzzsaw late in the year. They have been really good. So, yep, tomorrow will be the deciding factor as far as the season series goes. But even splitting with them as a number 4 team in the country was very successful for the men's basketball team. The women's team beat them twice and then got beat in the conference championship. But, yeah.
Do you think both the men and the women will go to the – okay.
I do, yep.
Right.
They both played very tough schedules. They're both in a great spot RPI-wise. And I think the men's team is going to host. I don't know that for sure, but I've got a good feeling. Clarkson rolls one over to the right side. It's scooped up and thrown over in time by Brosmer. And now 2 down here in the first. Let's see, Cam. That's one. Again, you can't try to pull that breaking ball.
You got to hit that ball through the middle. Yep.
Zach Pelletier will come on up. Pelletier playing first base again. And he takes the first pitch fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Cooper Chin with his 17th pitch of the first inning. 2 earned runs so far to his name. And the pitch is grounded left side. That's a foul ball. And it's going to be an 0-2 count. I want to tell you guys watching from your home, your work, your car. You shouldn't be watching in your car, but if you are, you can leave a comment and tell us where you're watching
Make
from.
sure you pull over.
Yeah. Don't want you to get a ticket or an accident. But tell us where you're watching from. If you're a Wesleyan fan, a Huntington fan, just a baseball fan tuning in, Mike and I would love to say hello. That pitch bounces and just misses Pelletier. Give a big shout out to our student workers here today. Their spring break starts today, and they're taking their time to bring you this coverage as well. Adam Widener behind us, man responsible for a lot of what we do, as it's a called strike 3 on Pelletier. Huntington strikes first. It is 2-0. We're heading to the top of the second. Foresters hopping on Iwu here early.
At the end of 1, the Foresters 2 and the Wildcats nothing. Matt Droslick, Mark Snowden, and Nick Wiley anticipated to get things going for the Wildcats in the top of the second.
Back for the top of the second. Huntington jumped out in front, a 2-run home run for Owen Willard. Huntington has played long ball a couple of times today. 2 righties taking the ball the other way for home runs. They've used that short porch to their advantage, and now hopefully Max Engel can stay settled in his second career inning at Forest Glen Park. It's got to be an exhilarating feeling for a freshman to make their way out to the mound. Of course, they've done it in practice, but games are always a little different. You got to think there's some nerve running through the young man's heart.
Well, yeah, he's definitely been out there, you know, in the fall and the scrimmages that they had in the fall. But yeah, you're right. It's when the team in the other dugout is a different color, you know, uniform, then that's a big deal.
Kaufman snagged that one off the turf before it hit it. It's a line out. Ingalls making quick work here early. It's probably the hardest hit ball we've seen so far by Wesleyan. It's 1 up, 1 down. 4 faced, 4 retired is Marcus Snowden. Had a great first game. Continues to be the leading hitter for this team, and he whacks one to left field. But right there is Enkenbrook, who makes the catch.
I think he got that off the end of the bat a little bit.
Sure did. I actually thought it was hit a little better first.
I don't think he really squared that up. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. You got to throw this fastball right down the middle.
I always
because
heard.
Good team. Yeah. You're probably going to be taking this. I don't know.
I always heard this when I watched the Reds. And there's a guy named Chris Welsh who pitched in the big leagues and does a lot of color commentary. I'm not sure I'm even allowed to say this on FDN Sports, but I'll take the fine if not. He always said if one of his teammates or he would have a 3-pitch inning, then someone would have to buy him a case of beer. So, but we'll say we would have bought Max Engel a case of Dr. Pepper.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Maybe Dr. Pepper would even purchase it himself. Who knows?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-2 count. Engel rocks and delivers.
Yes.
And he gets to call on what looked to be a good changeup. And he is 6 up, 6 down quickly. The southpaw delivers a picture-perfect pitch, and it sends us to the bottom of the second. Huntington remains ahead, 2-0.
Stay there till it falls aside. Took a long way to your house. I can stay.
Huntington up 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Max Engel 6 up, 6 down quickly, and he did just pick up his first strikeout of the day. Huntington will have Tanner Reiners. Let me see here. I don't know. It usually shows when the pitcher is on the mound.
Oh, okay.
13 total pitches through 2 innings. Quite efficient. And no one wants to say hello because we don't have any comments yet. So I guess we'll wait.
Everybody's driving.
Yeah, true. They're getting home from work. They might still be at work. It's only what, 4 o'clock. So I'd still be sitting at work if I didn't want to take some time off and come hang out here. First pitch outside. Tanner Reiners. Nice day at the plate so far. Looking to get this second game going as well as that pitcher's in there.
He's going to be a really good player. Brother played at Taylor.
Okay.
Graduated last year.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Not Taylor, excuse me, Grace.
I
apologize.
This one's hit right side again. Carrying back. Reiners gets it to go over the wall. I didn't know if Snowden came down for it, but Reiners again goes the opposite way and picks up his first homer of the day. Huntington 2 jacks already in the first 2 innings, and they're adding on up 3-0. This is like a dream for you. All these righties hitting the ball the other way, Coach.
I know. I just love it. So I just love it.
You know, you told me a couple of years ago when we were on a broadcast that your corner outfielders, quote, just have to mash. Those guys have to hit. And that's what Reiners is. So he's going to be a good player, and you hope we see a lot of that throughout his career.
You know, and not this is the way that you definitely have to put a team together, but I always wanted offense from left field, first base, and a DH. Those guys have to hit. And the middle guys have got to be defensive oriented. Center fielder's got to go get it. Middle guy's got to make the routine play, turn the double play. Catcher's got to control the running game. The hardest places for us to recruit would be third base and right field, because you have to do a little bit of everything.
Right.
And you've got to. That's why I'm not. You mentioned the guy at third base for Cincinnati. I'm like, I think you got to hit.
Right.
And so.
Got a 2-2 count here on Johnny Ankenbrook, who had his first career hit. And it was a big one in the 9th inning. Comes up empty here. First strikeout of the day for Chin. We do have some folks that want to say hello to us. One of them being Joey Butts tuning in.
Joey!
Check it out. He says roll trees.
Joey Butts.
And then Brent Turner. That name ring a bell?
Yeah.
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 He's tuning in, typing back to Joey Butts, saying Big Joe in the chat. So he's tuning in, watching the Foresters.
Surprised Joey didn't bring up the fact that I wouldn't let him hit here. It seems like that, you know, every time I see him, it's, well, you made a mistake there, Coach. And maybe I did. I don't know.
That one's outside. Joey's very active on social media. Whenever the Foresters win, he's right in that chat, leaving some sort of hilarious comment.
Good for Joey.
Yep. 1-1 pitch. Kaufman takes. Now Kaufman, he was the guy that did it all in the 9th inning. Started it with a double and ended it with a walk-off hit by pitch.
Yeah.
It's a big 9th inning for him, and a little bit of confidence heading into game 2, but back-to-back strikeouts here. That high fastball from the lefty Chin looks to have a little life on it, and it's beat the last 2 hitters. Satchel Wilson now in here as well. He wants to know what happened to Declan, and what we have been told is he is dealing with the flu, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get him back to healthy. I don't know, probably not going to see him at all here in game 2. Hope to see him tomorrow, but we don't know a real update there, Satchel.
Yeah, he said he's been sick for a day or so. And
swing and a miss. All of a sudden, Chin starting to use that fastball up in the zone. Then Max Mosier as well tuning in, saying, let's go Foresters. We got him. We just got to wake him up. They just got out of work.
Yeah.
Stop driving. Flores waits for the 0-2. It's up and out. It's 1-2 now. We had great viewership in game one. We were pushing 160 live viewers. That's pretty good for an afternoon baseball broadcast. The pitch. Hit right side. Wiley scoops it up. He'll take it himself, and he will end the second inning. It's another run added on. A solo shot by Tanner Reinertz. We come back. Max Engel looking to keep it cruising on the mound on FDN Sports.
The Foresters take a 3-0 lead following the home run by Tanner Reiner. We played 2 here at Forest Glen Park. Then Sightsinger, Jay Jones, and Greg Vineyard due up for the Wildcats.
Back here for the top of the third, where Max Engel will be back on the mound. So far, so good. I want to tell you guys, you should go follow at FDN Sports on social media. You can do that on Twitter or X. You can do that on Instagram as well. We also have the Forester Digital Network on Facebook. And we have some behind the scene, or right in the middle of the scene, looks of the celebration for the walk-off hit by a pitch. One of our students here, Carter Vandermeer, was able to get right in on the action, get some good shots of that. So kind of see what life's like in the middle of a mob. Pitch, ball to ball. It's 3-0.
Good Lord.
Engel trying to lock back in here against Sightsinger, the lefty against the lefty. Delivers a strike right there. It's 3-1.
Okay, what? I'll be quiet. I don't know the difference between that pitch and the other three. So
3-1 delivery. That's outside. It's a walk on 5 pitches as Jay Tomes will come up. Rare to see Max walk many hitters. He's not done it that much, just the 5th walk of the season.
Yeah.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Jay Tomes.
Jay Tomes, who came in and was a pinch hitter in game 1. 2-11 coming in, 4 hits and 19 at-bats. He's played in 7 games, now 8 games. This is his 6th start. Popped up right side. Going to be a tough play for Reinertz, who's got a long way to go, and he's able to get to it in time. Nice play. I actually thought right off the bat that that was going to drop in, but Reinertz, who is a big guy, shows some of that speed as well.
He's one of those guys, every time you see him, it looks like he's gotten bigger. And he's, like I said, he's going to check all the boxes in terms of being a really good player here.
6'3" is what he's listed at, showing some of that speed as well. You know who the guy I thought that about, and I just saw him for the first time in months, was Grant Simmons. I just thought Grant Simmons looked huge the last time I saw him. Wouldn't want to get in a fist fight with him, which I don't have a reason to. Bunted right in front of the plate, picked up. Wilson's gonna have to be quick to first, and he does just beat the runner. Had to put a little heat on that, and it's 2-3 for out number 2. The runner will move up to second base.
That's 2 outs, right?
Nice replay. That was a good call as well. Yep, 2 down. The runner over at second is Sightsinger. So you would not list that as a sacrifice bunt.
No, I would not.
Yeah, they've kind of gotten soft with that scoring in baseball in general. Well, he was clearly bunting for a hit, so it should just be a 0-for-1 start to the day.
That's what I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've really changed that. I know you're more old school, but they've gotten really bad at that. And I'm not saying our stats. I'm saying in baseball in general, they give everything a sack bunt nowadays.
Yeah. And I realize sometimes you don't know the intent.
Right.
But I think with one out, you have to at least think that the guy's bunting for a hit. He's not giving himself up to sacrifice. So.
Left side, Flores went down on the ground, actually skipped it past Kaufman. It's going to end up being an RBI single to make it a 3-1 lead for Huntington as Iwu gets their first hit and their first run of the day. It was Volkovsky who knocks in the run. Swung it nicely. It's really an unlucky play because Flores was trying to get down, slide, and make the stop, and kicks past Kaufman then and leads to a run.
I think Kaufman probably fields that. I don't know that he has a play anywhere, but at least the runner doesn't score.
So Volkovsky at first. It looks like they do run for him this time. That pitch is inside for a ball. Carson Bush grounded out to Flores. His last time up, he's 0-for-1. Eagles still at just 24 pitches, 2 2/3 into his outing. And this is hit our left side. This time Flores able to track it down and makes the catch on the fly. 2 1/3 done, or 2 1/2 innings done as Flores catches this one. Send it to another break. Forrester's looking to add on. It's a 3-1 lead on the Forrester Digital Network. Back here for the bottom of the third, top of the order coming up for the Foresters against Cooper Chin. Coach, let's take a look around the Crossroads League. Of course, every team in action today. Mount Vernon and Bethel are still playing down in Melbourne, Florida.
Okay.
And Mount Vernon won both of those. They shut out Bethel in both games, 4-0 and 1-0.
Okay.
Marion and St. Francis at one point was 15-1. It ended up being 17-10. Marion, excuse me.
Okay.
Taylor beat Grace in 7 innings, 12-2. Spring Arbor beat Goshen 7-6. And then Taylor's up 8-0 already in the bottom of the second in game 2. And Spring Arbor's up 1-0. Marion and St. Francis doesn't look like they've started their second game yet.
Where is that game at? Is that Marion?
That's St. Francis.
At St. Francis,
yep.
Okay.
The pitch, Fowler lifts it left center field. Backtracking is Vineyard. He's under it comfortably and makes the grab. So 1 up, 1 down here. Just a couple of pitches for Chin. Yeah, so Bethel and Mount Vernon, I would assume, play again in Florida tomorrow. And they'll just flip who the home team is. So Mount Vernon will be the home team.
Yeah.
Grace is at Taylor today, so Taylor will be at Grace tomorrow. And then Spring Arbor and Goshen is at Spring Arbor, so they'll be at Goshen tomorrow. That makes sense scheduling-wise as well, because obviously those two teams in the northern part of the conference makes travel a little easier. That one just foul down the right field line. Willard, his first time up, started the scoring on the first pitch he saw, hit a home run to right field to make it 2-0 after a leadoff walk from Jace Fowler. It's 2 hits in this game for AG, both home runs. Chin's 1-1. Breaking ball outside. Chin delivers the pitch. Willard takes outside. That's got to feel good for Willard as well on that at-bat, because he didn't have a great at-bat in the 9th inning, and his team picked him up, so now he comes right back and picks them up immediately in the next time he has the bat in his hands. And he walks this time.
Yeah, he hit the pop-up with the bases loaded, didn't he?
Yep. And it felt at that time, you know, we talked about that. Is Huntington going to have one of these heartbreaking losses again where they just couldn't get over the hump?
Yeah.
They found a way. That's what the length of this lineup this year is a lot different than what we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
Number 28.
And the pitching has been better. At least it's been better the times that I've seen it this spring. So
Ground ball left side. That skips through the infield. Kiefer Wilson has himself another hit. Willard scampers up to second. Wilson on first, and Cam Clarkson heads to the plate. Looks like we got a runner out at first base as well. It's going to be Parker Richards again. He's going to go run at first base. And Cam Clarkson at the plate. Cam had 2 doubles in his first 2 plate appearances today. Since then, he was hit by a pitch, but has also struggled against the lefties for IWU. That first pitch is outside.
I thought Willard was going there.
Sure looks like it. You just want to be sure, because there's a chance to put up a crooked number here as well. If he can get a good enough read, you can take the bag, but it's also easier for that catcher to throw with the lefty in the right-handed batter's box as well, and that's called a ball. Tight zone. The coach last year for Indiana Wesleyan was an older gentleman, correct?
Yeah, because he got the job.
Yep.
Because the guy.
Ian McDonald, right?
Yeah, but the guy that was there took a professional job.
Yeah, I think that was it
Rich,
that? Oh.
Rich Benjamin.
Gotcha.
Took a professional job.
2-0 pitch. Willard thought about it again. Now they got the runner at first picked off, but they've thrown it down the line, and now the Foresters are off and running in to score the first run. They're waving Richards around. He came in for his speed, and he slams on the brakes and dives back into third base. And yes, again, you have a chance to put up a crooked number. Now you have a better chance. Coach Dad Frame threw those hands up.
That's why you're halfway down the line to home plate. You just watch where he is when he stops him. He's halfway down. You got better opportunity, longer to make that decision. So that's a good job.
That is such good work by him and great work by our crew.
Is it 2-1 or 3-0?
I think it's 3-0 now. That pitch was called a ball. But great work by our crew showing us that replay so Coach Frame can explain it. Cam walks on 4 pitches. Now Huntington really has a good chance to keep adding on.
When there was a runner at first base, Preston, I was always way up the line towards the outfield because I wanted to get in a position where the runner coming to second could see me out of the corner of his eye.
Right.
And otherwise, I would be down the line. It gives me a long time to be able to make a decision in terms of whether I wave the guy home. I got yelled at mercifully by opposing teams about not being in the coaching box. Well, if you look out there on our field, do you see any coaching boxes?
Don't.
That's right.
Did you have a big part of that?
Why.
Yeah. Just free reign.
Exactly.
You could be standing center field if you wanted to.
Exactly.
Pelletier will come up. He struck out his first time up. Clarkson over at first after that walk. Huntington up 4-1 already, and Pelletier fouls it off his foot for strike number 1. Got Tanner Reinert's up next. This is where you feel like if you're the Foresters, you can just keep piling on.
Yeah, he'd add another one here.
What's important about this, and a lot of you viewers already know, and we know this is only a 7-inning game, so if you can stretch out this lead, 4 or 5 runs. Of course, they're running out of outs. That's hit right on the screws.
Wow.
A good at bat there by Pelletier. No result. And good base running by Richards to freeze and get back in safely.
No doubt.
It's 2 down, and Tanner Reinerts, who homered to right field his first time up, has another chance with the runner in scoring position, and Clarkson at first. Chin delivers. Reinerts was ready to pull the trigger, but takes strike 1.
Pelletier smoked that ball to third base.
He did.
Wow. Good base running, as you mentioned.
Because now you give Reinerts a chance, who swung the bat so well. The pitch. That's outside. It's 1-1.
Yeah, if you could have Reinhardt's at the plate with 2 guys on every at-bat throughout the course of the season, you take that, wouldn't
Absolutely. Lefty's pitch. Breaking ball.
you? Good pitch.
And there for a strike. So tomorrow, who does Huntington throw? I know Simmons will be in one of the games.
Simmons will be the first game, and Kai Newman will be the second game.
Okay, so that's kind of also the flexibility of this staff. You don't have to go Simmons, RJ on the same day.
Yeah.
Here goes Cam. This one's lifted left center field. It looks like trouble. Outfielder's looking up, and they're going to watch that thing fly way out of here.
That is a bomb.
Reinerts, 2 at-bats, 2 bombs. This one a tape measure shot halfway up the hill in left center field. I didn't know he got it that good, but when the center fielder in this ballpark starts slowing down and looking up, you know a good piece was found of that ball and barrel, and Huntington keeps adding on.
He's got unlimited power.
Man, Huntington bringing out the muscles here as they've got 3 home runs. Reinerts has 2 of them. The kid's just a freshman, and he has been special.
I think that's 5 on the season.
That's not a place in the ballpark that is easy to leave. Of course,
that's Death Valley out there.
Yeah, a lot of balls go out there to die. That probably deep right center, obviously, and center field's a long ways. But
just the corner of the scoreboard, the left corner, all the way around to where the signs are in left center field. You got to be a man to get it out of here there. So
2 at-bats. He's got 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. It's a good chance if the game keeps going the way it does, he'll not only have his first few home runs here at home, but his first interview on FDN Sports.
Good.
Yeah.
For the Foresters, the left fielder, number 14.
He's as good as an interviewer as he is as a hitter. Never know what freshmen are going to say, right? It's a little scary.
You're right.
First pitch here to Ankenbrook is a ball. It's 1-0. He struck out swinging his first time up. Gained a little confidence in that first game. He had a big base hit. Amy Stoller again tuning in. Checking out now Thad Frames Foresters and listening to Mike Frame in the booth.
Tell Amy Stoller to get a job. That's what I would say.
Just got to support.
She's probably sitting on the couch with her cat. So
2-0 pitch. Swing, yes. They want to see in a 2-0 count from your hitter.
Yep. Like to see him get going a little bit. It just lengthens the lineup a little bit more.
The pitch is now a strike, and it's 2-2. Yeah, I just keep thinking back to that first game. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but you just think about how, you know, you get to game 2, if you don't rally, now you're just playing for a split today.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, now you're in cruise control. You obviously still have to take care of business, but now you start thinking, man, we get to 2-0 in this series. You can't look forward, obviously, but that would feel just significantly better than a split at home to start the year. And we'll keep it right here for the break between the third and fourth inning. It just completely changes your mindset going forward.
Yeah, it does, and it just gives you the confidence that, you know, we can come from behind in any situation, and especially when you do that with a couple of guys off the bench that come in and get a base hit for you, and it just, gosh, it's just so beneficial to the club. And how many pitches for Huntington?
Still only 25 pitches.
That's amazing.
So he's been very efficient.
So there's 25 pitches going into the fourth inning, and probably should have a shutout right
now. So he will be back on the mound. Eagle talked about him being a freshman from Shipshewana. You said his brother is a catcher on the team, and his cousin is a pitcher?
Pitcher,
okay.
Yeah. So there are 4 kids on this team from Westview High School in the Shipshewana area. And Max's twin brother, Jackson, is the catcher. And he's going to be a good player. He just works really, really hard, and you know he's learning his trade in the bullpen right now because he catches this pitching staff, and you know, good arms. He's catching good arms all the time, and if you work at it, then that's gonna help you down the road.
Braxton Brosmer, who had a massive game 1, 4 for 5, 2 home runs, 0 for 1 here today against Ingle. And that first pitch breaking ball is down and out of the zone. Last time he grounded right back to Max. Little check swing, bouncer back to the mound, and he goes around on that one. It's a 1-1. So you didn't go to Mid-American Nazarene, right? Or did you?
I didn't go on the trip,
okay.
No.
So did you watch the stream at all?
Yeah, I did.
Their broadcaster sat right outside, right behind home plate. So
yeah.
In the middle of it all.
And just talked about anything and everything.
Well, I will say, when your team is getting beat bad, it is hard to stay focused sometimes.
I think I ended up muting the sound and just watching the game. So.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. A breaking ball that was actually elevated. Gets his second strikeout of the day and retires Brosmer, which was tough to do in game 1.
I couldn't get that game on. I got game 1 on YouTube,
43, Matt
but the rest of them were not on YouTube. So
I watched a little bit of those games, but you talk about, you know, I think I called you before we were supposed to broadcast. Whatever it was, when St. Ambrose did not make the trip because of the weather, or so they say. But what Huntington did was they beat a team that had gone to the World Series 54-6 in a 4-game series. So you said to me, you know, Thad, you just put a couple of people on your radar. You're now on their radar, I should say. And, you know, there's a media poll that came out. It doesn't mean everything, but Huntington was ranked 25th in that media poll.
Yeah.
So, trying to wake some people up.
Yeah, I told him, you just sent a message to the league, and you sent a message to the teams in the Midwest, because football's hit hard.
Yeah, it is, and it's going to get down. Fowler will chase it into Death Valley out there. He's looking for 3 as Drozliak, and he's going to have to stop. It looks like he probably would have made it in there, but the big fella dives back in for a double.
Hit the cutoff, man. He's out at second.
Yep. Ball was smoked.
You know, Thad mentioned to me that, well, Mid-American's got a new coach and that kind of thing. It doesn't matter.
Now batting the right,
you know, they're recognized as one of the better programs in the NAI.
Right.
And so
First pitch here. Right in there for a called strike to Mark Snowden. Flew out to left fielder his last time up. Yeah, and then Taylor, of course, in that poll as well. I think they were top 5.
Yeah, they were 4th.
Yep, they've got a good squad.
I never really heard of that poll before.
Yeah, me either. Fowler gets behind it. Runner tags a second, but he's going to stay right there as there's now 2 outs. Good throw from Fowler that time to hit Kaufman. And it's 2 out for Nick Wiley.
I think this would be a big out to get Wiley out without them scoring a run. Now you take a 6-run lead.
Now batting the first
3 innings to go.
5,
and
Nick Wiley.
Wiley's somebody that can hurt you. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark here.
Struck out looking his first time up. He did homer in game 1. Here's the pitch, and it's a called strike. You watch the runner at second base. He almost looks like he's trying to pick up on signs coming from the catcher. You see that open hand. I don't know if that's something that maybe they're trying to relay or if that's much in the game anymore.
Well, when we're not on the air, I'll explain to you how Huntington does that. So
okay.
I don't want to give that away.
No. That would have you fired.
It would. I'd be done. Probably as a dad and as a broadcaster and everything. So
1-1. Wiley checks his swing. It's 2-1. Of course, nowadays with PitchCom and at least the big leagues, I don't know if they use that here now or not.
Yeah, that's what they've got it. They've got it on their wrist.
Good pitch. 2-2.
Yeah, you'll see Max looking down at his wrist to get the pitch, and both he and Kiefer have the same thing, so they know what pitch is coming.
That's outside. So can they hear it? Like is it in there?
No, it's just it's like a text message.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
So Mike Mockma is in the dugout relaying those pitches to both those guys.
Full count. Engel trying to get through the 4th. And he gives up a single that is going to wave in another run. Wiley will stop it.
Stops.
Oh, wow. That is shocking. And even the head coach.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, this was easily a run. I don't really know, but he wasn't waving him on either. Yeah.
I think he's like, what are you
That's a break.
Yeah, that is.
Now batting the third baseman,
Sightzinger.
4, Ben Sightzinger.
Yeah, now it's lefty-lefty.
Yeah, that's very. I mean, Huntington wasn't even going to try to throw him out at the plate. They were kind of conceding that run. And it's a ground ball right side. And Huntington does get a huge break. And they take that 6-run lead into the 4th. We're going to go quiet here so we can talk about secrets.
New pitcher warming up for the Wildcats. Freshman right-hander, number 28, Bryce Spiegel.
Back here at Forest Glen Park.
Okay, I gave Preston some info about picking up signs at second base. So,
No matter the amount of money that Crossroads League teams come to me with, ask for the secrets.
I was going to say, if you want to send me a check for $100, I'll maybe share some information with you.
This is Bryce Lagill from Wheaton, Illinois, freshman right.
New pitcher.
Righty. Yep,
Okay.
6'3", 205 pounds. Friend of the program and superstar of the program, Mark Flickinger, excuse me.
Superstar.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, he's on all the commercials during basketball games. Popped up right side Kaufman. Wiley catches it. We'll try to incorporate some of those eventually in the baseball broadcasts as well.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got a...
I didn't know Flick was a superstar in anything.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We see him all the time in our media timeouts and breaks for basketball games. Talk about Johnston's. They probably recite that entire commercial to this point. Or as shows
This is from Johnston's.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Flick got it for me when I went into the Hall of Fame.
Very cool.
Yeah. So he's a good friend, somebody that I really love dearly.
Fouled away. It's 1-1.
Played for me, coached with me. He probably knows me as well as just about anybody in the baseball world.
Cool. It's always good to build those relationships, and obviously a lot of the alumni still tune in because of those relationships built.
Flick and I would go nose to nose in the dugout sometimes, but you know, it's the way it is.
Bryce Deckman now in the chat. I think he was here earlier. We saw him. And
yeah,
he said he likes Cade's walk-up song. So please don't get Coach started on walk-up songs.
Gee. Bryce, if we're going to have walk-ups, you better have 3 hits in a game. That's all I have to say.
3-1 pitch is coming. And Cade flies it out of play. Full count.
Kind of surprised they made the move to go to a righty with 2 left-handers coming up to lead off the inning. I guess they didn't lead off the inning, but Kaufman led off the inning.
That one is out of the zone, and it's a walk for Flores. I'll flip the lineup back over. Chase Fowler coming to the plate. 0 for 1 today. Walked and scored in the first inning. Last time up, flew out to the center fielder.
To the center fielder, Chase Fowler.
Talk about Fowler missing some time with some illness. Back in there, and he's a big part of this team's success, especially at the plate. 333 in 7 games coming into today. That one skips out, and that'll be a pass ball on the catcher, Okovsky, who's been really good behind the plate. Now Huntington's got another runner in scoring position.
Well, I know Jace would rather take a beating than miss a 4-game series, but you also, you know, like, do you want him riding on the bus 9 hours each way when he's sick and around other guys? He's going to make other guys sick and all that. So
1-0 pitch. Fowler takes inside. Telling you about the video that FDN Sports posted. It's also on Facebook, Coach, so if you got Facebook.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know how to work it, but I've got Facebook. I'll figure it out.
Yep,
so.
just find a way. 2-0 pitch from Lagill.
You know, most of this offense is taking place today without Huntington's best hitter, which is Declan Thompson, because he's sick. So
2-0, swing and a miss. Big hack there as he tipped it into the glove. Yeah, you just hope get some guys rolling, and honestly, it's going to open up opportunities for other guys to kind of show what they're made of. So if you can have that and get some of these other guys experience, hopefully get Declan right. Grounded up the middle, off the glove. See if Fowler can beat it out. It's flipped over and just in time there from Lagill. He made a nice play.
Yeah, he did.
1-3, 2 outs, and Owen Willard is 1 for 1 with a homer and a walk. 2 runs scored. Comes back to the plate.
Keep the hands moving. Now batting, the second baseman, Owen Willard.
This is the last time we'll be on the broadcast this weekend, but we will be back in action here at Forest Glen Park next weekend against the Taylor Trojans, who are the favorite to win the league. Top 15 team in the country right now. That is I think 3:30, 6:30 next Friday.
Yeah, depending on if they get that light pole
true.
fixed out there.
0-1. Popped up, right side. Back on it again, the right fielder Snowden, and it's going to run out of room again. That one fooled me off the bat, but it's the second home run of the game for Owen Willard. And it's been the Reinerts and Willard show, and Huntington comfortable right now up 9-1 in the bottom of the fourth.
You know, I know it's a short porch in right field, but Willard hits balls that when they come off of his bat, I think they're pop-ups.
Right, I thought the same thing.
He's done that all year, and they just keep going.
Yep. Foul ball left side, Kiefer Wilson. You talk about how Huntington can use that comeback win as momentum, but the same thing can happen to a team like Wesleyan like this. You had that game won and you come out and now you're down, but you just can't be that way, and you wonder how much of that deflating loss plays into this second game.
Well, as a coach, you're like, hey, let's move on. It's one game, you know, all those kind of things, but you can't crawl in somebody's mind and know how it affects them.
0-2 pitch. It's high, and now it's 1-2. 9-1 Foresters as they continue to add on. Looking to go 2-0 in their first Crossroads League games of the year. It's grounded left side. That is a foul ball. Stick at an 0-2 count.
Huntington's got arguably the 3 best teams in the league right out of the chute.
Yep.
Because after Taylor, they go to Marion, and I think Marion must be really good.
They are. Sure looks like it. They
beat Southeastern in Florida in extra innings on a trip. So
pitch, swing and a miss to drop third strike, and that will end the bottom of the fourth. Owen Willard adds 2 more on. Huntington up 8 as we head to the top of the fifth. We'll be right back on FDN Sports.
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news.
Back here for the top of the fifth, it is a 9-1 lead for the Huntington Foresters. And what is even better news, Coach, Max Engel only at 43 pitches.
yeah,
A couple of changes behind him in the field. It's just one change, really. Parker Richards back out in center field. Jason Fowler moves to left. Looks like Inkenbrook, is going to be in the dugout, and see if this crafty lefty can keep going to work here. Yeah, I know I'm bummed to miss some of the series. Here in a couple of weeks, I'll be in Florida, so you'll have to be steering the ship.
well, we played St. Francis and Goshen those 2 weekends, right?
Yep. So I'm glad to not be
Batting
missing
for
the
the
Taylor
Wildcats.
IWU series, but I
Fielder
don't want to
number
miss any
11,
series.
Jay
At
Tone.
the same time, I do want to go to Florida. First pitch from Engel is lifted left side. Right away, Fowler getting tested in left. He's got room as the dugout and teammates let him know when he puts away the first out of the 5th inning.
I talked about maybe flying down to Florida myself to see my sister, Amy, who's been on the broadcast. She lives in
Now batting
Tampa,
the center fielder
so
for the
thought about
Wildcats,
flying
number
down and
6,
seeing her.
Greg Vineyard.
Greg Vineyard. Step up and hit right up the middle. Willard had that one go right into his glove. It wasn't hit as hard as it initially looked.
That was
yeah.
Max.
Yeah, Max. Sorry about that. Right back at him.
Wow.
Yeah. Nice snag by the pitcher, and it's 2 quick outs for him as he keeps making quick work of this lineup. Yeah, we're going more
Another
to
person tell me it's hard to hear us talking when the music is loud.
I know. I don't know what we can do to do that.
About the only thing we can change is to shut the window, but we don't want to do that.
Yeah, because of the look of the camera.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch. Ball strike. Good news is, I guess the music's not on all that often, just the walk-up songs.
That's true.
Yeah. 1-1 delivery. Inside.
Good pitch.
Yeah, we're going to the Kissimmee/Orlando area.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
We're going to take our daughter to SeaWorld.
Okay.
Let her see all the dolphins. She loves dolphins.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
That's the area that Tim is going to take the softball team.
Yeah. They're heading down there, what, today, they said?
They fly out tomorrow, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Softball team, they've already beaten a couple of ranked teams this year as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they have.
2-2. Jammed him. Into center field goes Kaufman.
What a great pitch.
Excuse me, that was Willard who makes the grab, and that will send us to another break. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Huntington holding on to an 8-run lead. Bottom of the 5th. Huntington still leading by 8. Looking to add on against Bryce Legel, who is in his 2nd inning of work.
Number 12,
He'll be Cam Clarkson. He's got to feel good to not see a lefty. Facing a righty again.
He's probably happy about that.
Legel, the 6'3" freshman, delivers breaking ball away. 1-0 count to Cam. Walked and scored his last time up. The pitch. Up and out again. 2-0.
Max has got 2 more innings, and he's still, what, in the 50s?
Yep.
In terms of pitches thrown?
Might just be at 50. Cam goes opposite way and drops one into left center. Not his hardest hit ball of the day. That was the first one he hit this afternoon, but he'll take a hit any way he can get it. Drops in a single. Now Zach Pelletier will step up. He's 0 for 2 today, a strikeout looking, a line out to third. Last time up, had a great approach and hit the ball hard just right at the third baseman. The pitch, outside. Legill sets at the chest, will throw over. Cam's not one to take off too often.
No. You know, I come away from today with several thoughts, but one thought is how impressed I am with the group that Matt has put together at Wesleyan. They're definitely going to compete in the league, definitely going to have a say of who ends up, you know, on top, and I've been impressed with their club.
They've been solid. They've had some really good plate appearances as Pelletier has hit. Of course, we saw the lefty in the first game that was phenomenal, and then just ran into a little bit of trouble. But yeah, they'll beat some teams, and if you're Huntington, you just want to beat them, and then hope they start playing that brand of baseball they played for the first 8.5 innings against you in game 1 against the other teams in the conference. Reinertz, who is 2 for 2, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs. Solo shot, a 3-run bomb his last time up. The pitch, outside. Already had a game where he's hit 3 home runs this season.
In 3 swings.
Yep.
3 at-bats, 3 swings, 3 home runs.
So we'll see if he can match his career high, his young career high today. The pitch. He's trying to do it. It's dead center. That's the wrong place to go, but he does it anyways.
He did it.
400 plus this time, and Reinertz is putting on a show as a freshman in his first ever day played in Forest Glen Park is one to remember. Man.
Wow.
Second 3-home run game, and he just took it out the front door.
And that's the deepest part of the ballpark right there. That's actually about 408 feet. And that was another bomb.
Man, again, that was one I thought he was just going to maybe not get it all the way out. I saw the center fielder tracking it. Vineyard looks up, and then all of a sudden it clears the wall. It's a special freshman there. And now I think he has solidified his way into a post-game interview. If he's not player of the game, who is, really, right?
Exactly.
7 RBIs, 3 home runs, 3 for 3.
Wow.
Parker Richards getting it at bat here. And he waves, misses it, might find his way on anyways with the drop third strike, and he does. A strikeout, and he still gets on. And now things getting a little out of hand for Indiana Wesleyan as they starting to feel some of that bruising from this Forester offense.
Brayton Kaufman.
Ball to strike.
Forester's have 12 runs on 7 hits.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the part of hitting the long ball, right?
I guess so, yeah.
And again, that's what Coach Frame said. We haven't really slugged it yet. Well, they have today. They've hit a handful of home runs now as Kaufman nearly wears that one. Adam Christner in the chat. I think I only saw 2 home runs in straightaway center field in my 4 years. Unreal strength.
Yeah, he played center field here, so he would know.
The pitch. Hit hard, left side on the ground. Nice play by the third baseman. Throw over in time. Good play by Seitzinger. The long throw across the diamond. That's the first out of the inning.
Adam was a great defensive center fielder. He was a good all-around player, but he's the kind of guy that you sit in the dugout and practice and watch him in center field, and he put on a show in practice, you know, diving balls, and he just was really, really good.
I think I've told this before on the air, but when I was in 7th or 8th grade, he would come and help, probably while he was in college, the Crestview basketball team.
Yeah.
And so I was a part of that with Connor Platt, who played here, Jamison Klein, whose father, Dan Klein, played baseball here.
Yeah.
And were you roommates with Dan Klein at one point?
Yeah, my freshman year.
Okay,
we were
I thought so.
Yeah.
He told me that before.
Dave Kennedy was the coach back then,
Yes.
right?
So my story is Adam would come in, he'd beat the crap out of us. He's playing basketball, he's physical with us, you know, making us tougher. But somehow, some way, at the end of practice, he would say, if I make this half quarter, 3/4 of a court shot, you guys have to run sprints. And of course, we're like, yeah, sure, he's not going to make this. I swear to you, he would make it every single time, and we'd end up running sprints. So there's my Adam Christner story. Wow. Swing and a miss there by Flores as he goes down swinging. And now Chase Fowler, one of the few guys who's got a hit today, but has been on base once and scored all the way back in the first. It's 12-1 HU. They are in full control of this one. They've got Grant Simmons going tomorrow in one of the games. I'm assuming game 1 you said. And Grant has been
He's been phenomenal.
Untouchable almost.
Yeah, he really has.
Take a look at his stats since we won't be able to tell you tomorrow. We hope Iowa has someone telling you. He's 2-0, 3 appearances, 17.1 innings, 0.52 ERA. That's a 0.52. So he's been crazy good this year.
Yeah, he really has. You know, a shout out a little bit to a couple of guys that he came into school with. Tyler Pappenbrock. Tyler pitched earlier this week against a team down against Kansas State for Louisiana State, and Graham has got some significant time throwing it. Graham Collin at Purdue,
right?
He got some significant time. So those guys came in the same time as Grant did. Graham from Homestead, and then Tyler went to Leo High School. So good to see those guys having some success.
A couple of guys that are tough to replace, but a freshman on the mound, Max Engel, has made it a little easier, and then Simmons coming back and having the star season.
And I tell you, Kai Newman is going to end up being a special kid too.
I've not seen him yet, obviously, in person. So
he throws a little harder than Max does, but he's going to be a good one here before all is said and done.
Engel will work into his 6th inning now, still just right on the dot. 50 pitches. So he's been really good. It's been fun to watch. Not a lot of strikeouts. Talk about that.
But see, he's got to pitch to contact, and that's going to keep his infielders in the game.
We wait for this one to start. Take another look around the league real quick, see if anything's changed drastically across the scoreboard at the Crossroads League. Talked about Mount Vernon sweep over Bethel. Spring Arbor's up 2-0 at Spring Arbor against Goshen. Marion up 1-0 at St. Francis right now. This ball's lifted right side. It's going to tail foul. The internet just went out, so I won't be able to tell you anything else right now. Yep. This is Caden Jones making his first appearance today at the plate. All in the game. Freshman from Greenwood, Center Grove. A couple of Center Grove kids on this IWU roster. Of course, big school. Usually pretty good in the athletic department. It's actually 5-2 Marion in the top of the second at St. Francis. Springover up 6-0. And then Taylor's up 12-2 already on Grace. 1-2 pitch from Engel is hit hard and caught by the second baseman Willard. Thought that had a little more loop on it, but it was right at Willard for out number 1.
I don't think it was hit as hard as you thought, you know. Maybe hit off the end of the bat, I don't know.
Yeah, sounded decent coming off the bat, but it's a line out to the second baseman, and there's 1 out. And now it is another new hitter. That's number 19, Silas Leidig.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
I think Matt's going to get some kids an at-bat off the bench here. I'd be surprised if Thad doesn't do the same thing. Let's see.
The pitch, up and out of the zone. Max's 1-0 delivery, 2-0, excuse me. It's in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike.
So spring training has started.
Yes, it has. Been trying to keep close tabs on that. Of course, this one spins foul. The MLB makes it just about impossible to watch games. So can't really watch them unless you buy every package or have every streaming service in the world. I'm afraid next year or the year after, whenever they have the lockout, they're not going to play for a while because of the salary cap and spending that the Dodgers are able to do compared to other teams. But I will say it's another strikeout for Engel. I think the teams that don't spend money and trade their star players away are just as guilty as the teams that do spend all the money.
So when is Cincinnati going to have to pay De La Cruz?
Well, they won't, and they have already offered him what was the largest contract in Reds history, and he denied.
Wow.
So just kind of part of it. Scott Boras is his.
Oh no.
Yeah. So when you hear that, you might as well just.
That's never good.
So now you're getting to the point where, I mean, you have 1 or 2 more years of him. If you're not going to compete, you might as well trade him eventually to see how much you can get for him.
Yeah.
The Dodgers will just sign him for $7 billion.
Oh man.
Outside, it's 2-1. I try not to get my hopes up about the Reds because I do every year, and I'm now 28 years old, and they have not won a playoff series since I've been alive. So
I heard the head of the FCC, Brandon somebody, talk about how they're looking into, to your point, all of these packages you have to buy in order to watch games. That ball's hit a ton.
Yeah, Matt Mott, off the bench, gets it over the head of Fowler, rounding first, and will head into second with a stand-up double. So another player off the bench comes in. Mott from Doylestown, Pennsylvania. That's his first hit of the day.
Hit that ball a long way.
Sure did. It's a double.
I think he thought it was gone. He went into his home run shot pretty quickly.
Now we'll have Jake Thompson again, who hit in the first game and walked. That was his first plate appearance of the year, and this is his second. The pitch. Swing and miss. Yeah, the packages that you have to have to just watch the NFL. You have to have Prime Video and Peacock and Fox. And, you know.
That's what they were talking about that a little bit.
Block back there. 1-1. Engel at 66 pitches, 5 2/3, 3 Ks, 1 walk, 1 earned. Southpaw rocks and delivers. Pitch outside. Sunset scheduled for 6:31, so we got an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're good. I
Should
think.
be okay. 2-1 pitch. Down low. I was getting a little anxious looking at the time that we were starting the second game, though, for a while. Being a 7-inning game helps a little bit. Ingold delivers. Hit hard left side. Fowler roams after it and falls down and dropped the ball out there. And it's going to end up costing the Foresters a run. And now it's 12-2. It looked like Jace almost lost his footing out there.
Yeah, that's kind of a little bit of a wet area out there. It looked like to me he went down before he got to the ball. So Max has given up 2 runs. Get him out. He's lost it. So.
Both runs, it feels like he maybe could have,
yeah.
Not given up.
Second base. And the pinch hitter is number 45, Landon Ruoff.
So Thompson will be on second, and Nick Wiley will be subbed out, and it's a new hitter. It's number 45, Landon Ruoff, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Leo kid.
Gary Rogers is the coach at Leo, at least he was. I think he's still coaching. Gary's a grad of Huntington. So played here in the early mid-70s.
Of course, Leo in the same conference as Huntington North, so quite familiar with Huntington in general as well.
Yeah.
That was a nice change in conferences when I was in high school, because for a while, when I was playing at Huntington North, we would travel to Richmond.
Yep.
We would travel to, I think, Newcastle.
Yeah, that was the old North Central Conference. Yeah.
That was, I think, 1 or 2 years when I was in high school. Swing and a miss, and cleaning it up. Catcher able to snag behind home plate, Wilson, and we'll send it to a break. It's the bottom of the 6th. Huntington's still up by 10 runs, 12-2 when we come back.
The Wildcats score 2 runs on 1 hit. We've played 5.5, and the score is the Foresters 12. Score is 12-2.
Hey, 85. They give me up or down. 87.
back here at Forest Glen Park. We got Mike Frame Field. We've got Mike Frame, Preston Husband here. The first day of Forester baseball on FDN Sports, and it's been a good day so far. Walk-off winners, 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th in game 1, and now up 12-2, and Huntington only has to get 3 more outs. Owen Willard, who's had a big day offensively, 2 home runs, a walk, 3 runs scored back at the plate against Bryce Legel, who is working into his 3rd inning. We ask you to stick around afterwards. We will have head coach Thad Frame joining us. We also should have a player, or a couple players of the game. Willard will be a popular choice, but Tanner Reinert's.
I was going to say, if Tanner's not up here, something's wrong.
Thad doesn't like him if that's the case, I think.
Exactly.
And he should like him. He's knocked in 7 runs.
If Thad doesn't send him up here, I'd transfer.
Willard, 2 for 2, 4 RBIs. Him and Reinert's have knocked in 11 of the 12 runs today.
Wow.
Pitch outside. Huntington looking to move to 11-1 and win their 10th straight game. Pitch right there for a strike. I think I was asking you a couple weeks ago. Last time Huntington started 9-1 or 10-1, and I could not find it for the life of me. It hasn't been super recently, but you told me the one year you guys started 22-0. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it was 1990. We started 22-0, and I don't know. I think we won 36 games that year. We didn't play well in the second half of the season, but and then the next year we started 0-10. So,
memorable for 2 different reasons.
Exactly.
Kiefer Wilson, who's back up there to hit. Richards came in to run for him earlier. Now he's playing center field. Wilson still keeps his spot in the order, though. The pitch. Grounded right back up the middle. Nice play by the second baseman, and the throw in time. It's a great play by Brosmer, if that's still Brosmer out there. Might have to take a look and make sure that's right. It was a great play either way, and we've seen some good defense by the Wildcats at times today. They just haven't had that same pitching and hitting that they had in game 1. It's a sharp play. Pitch outside to Cam. Clarkson 1 for 3, a single, a walk, 2 runs scored. Pitch is hit into center field, and right under it is Vineyard, who makes the grab and will send us to the final frame. Huntington this time in game 2 up by 10 when we come back, 3 outs away from a double-header sweep of the Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats.
The Foresters go quietly in the bottom of the 6th. We move to the top of the 7th, and the Wildcats currently have Ben Zeitlinger, Jay Combs, and Greg Vineyard coming to the plate. Leading off the top of the 7th for the Wildcats will be third baseman number 34, Ben
Back here
Sunsinger.
for the top of the 7th, which should be the final 3 outs of the game, and it's Max Engel looking for a complete game, 1-run performance, and he gets a first quick out there from Singer, who rolls one over to second base. Willard goes to Pelletier. You know, this team is different than past teams. Coach Dad told me he has loved every team that he has coached, but some are more frustrating than others. And he kept telling me when I took on the roles of play-by-play for baseball, he said, just wait for a couple of years, and I think we're going to have our complete team back and ready to roll. And this is kind of what he was showing. They're still young. I guarantee there's still going to be some growing pains, but you see the product that he was talking about.
Yeah, he really likes his team, and he's right. There's some teams you're closer to than others. Doesn't mean that you don't like them. It just,
That's not what you want to see. Almost looks like, is he holding his hand as if he's got a blister? That's what it looks like to me.
Is a blister?
Yeah, he's holding his hand. I don't know if he's acting as if his arm is hurt. We really, really hope not. And Chris is smiling, which is usually a good sign. So there's a pitcher right now on the Reds, Nick Lodolo. It's a really, really good left-handed pitcher. His best pitch is a slider, but is also his worst enemy because when he throws it so often, he gets finger blisters, and it's cost him 10 to 12 starts in his major league career. But everyone looks to be in good spirits out there, so it doesn't appear to be an arm thing, which that's the first thing that comes to your head when the catcher's waving out the trainer.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait and hear from Coach Frame. I just told you this is one of my favorite songs ever, Coach, so I guess I'm okay with listening to a little Neon Moon for a while. Interesting, there's not really a lot going on, though, so it's like they are going to take him out of the game. Kind of stinks for Engel because he was close to his first career complete game, and they're going to have to go to the bullpen. I guess this is time where we ask a guy that coached more than 40 years of college baseball, this is time to pull out one of those stories of yours. You got anything working in that mind?
Yeah, I just think about that. The only thing that brought to mind was a couple of times that, I've been in the dugout and I'm trying to watch him walk off and see he's holding his glove in his left hand. No, you're just reminded of guys that do exactly that. I'm in the dugout, they throw a pitch, the catcher's saying to me, hey, they're pointing.
Yeah.
And that, you go out, and as you're walking out there, you realize what may have just happened.
Right.
And so.
Especially there's certain guys that you know that have had arm issues before, and then you really know what just happened.
Yeah.
I've been at a Reds game before watching a guy named TJ Antone. He's now on his third Tommy John surgery, and I was at a game, he threw a pitch, and immediately he's calling for the catcher, and you knew what had happened again.
Yeah.
But he's persevered. He's actually probably a dark horse to make their team again. The guy that threw 97, 98, now he's like a sweeper guy. He comes into sweeper because that's what they call him nowadays. Sweeper. And so, yeah, it's always scary when that catcher's telling you to come out to the mound. We hope everything's good with Immel. It didn't look like the vibes were bad. And usually I feel like if you're a pitcher, even if you haven't had that before, you know what just happened if it's a serious
Well,
injury.
considering where they were looking at his hand.
Right.
guess my first guess is that's a blister, but I don't know.
And the problem with that is you can't throw for a while because you got to get it healed. You got to find a way to heal it. So, well, we'll see a new pitcher, and it's Gabe Hamrick. He is from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. 5'9", his sophomore year. Gabe going to get a chance to close this out. He just has to get 2 outs. So tell the people at home, Coach, it's a 2-0 count. If he were to walk this hitter, who gets that walk?
Max does.
Max does. Yep. Same with the so strikeout obviously would go to Gabe, right?
Strikeout would go with Gabe.
Yep.
Walk would go with Max. Yeah.
Gabe's pitched in 3 games this year, 3 scoreless innings, 4 strikeouts. Good number is no walks.
He's one of the guys that they plan on using in relief a little bit.
First pitch, first strike to Jay Tomes.
Kind of surprised that they're using him here with a 10-run lead, knowing that they have to play tomorrow. But
pitch. Well, another part of that maybe, and I don't know, but a lot of these guys haven't thrown in over 2 weeks, so maybe it's just the fact of getting him out there and throwing a little bit too.
Yeah, I know that they try to condition them to be able to throw back-to-back days. And
3-2 count. Hamrick's pitch. Hit him. So it definitely goes to a hit by pitch from Hamrick, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's been good at staying in the zone this year. He comes in with a 2-ball count, loses the hitter as Tomes is hit.
Now batting the center fielder.
I know you're thinking it.
Number 6,
You're up 10. Throw a fastball, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Get in the zone.
but I'm a little old school, so.
Up the middle. Nice play by second base. On to first. Not in time. That was a great play by Willard and Kaufman to get 1 out. And Kaufman almost turned it into 2. And the field umpire had to dodge his way out of that. That's a good play. And they just about had it turned. It looks like it was a good call at first base. So 2 down.
Now batting, pinch hitter.
It will be a pinch hitter. It's number 7, Grant Payson, who we saw start in left field in game 1 from McCordsville, Indiana. Listed as a catcher. We saw him in left field in game number 1. Pitch. Hamrick drops that breaking ball in there.
I see there's an error up there for Huntington. Who has that error?
They did give that to Jace Fowler.
No.
No. Well, you'll have to have your discussion with the official scorer then.
I mean, the guy's going after the ball and he slips in the wet turf.
Yep.
And goes down. That's not an error. I'm being too hardcore. I apologize to whoever's the official scorer.
Pitch, the runner's off and going, and it's another dead ball. It hit the batter Payson. So a couple of freebies here from Hamrick. Talked about how that has not been an issue for him, and jinxed him. He's got 2 hit by pitches now. This one just clipped Payson. And now it'll bring up Carson Bush, who is 0 for 3 here in game number 2.
Carson Bush.
I don't even know how that works with the official scorer here. I don't know what they have in place to challenge those kinds of things. So.
Well, I think it's something that Thad could probably come up and talk to them about, I'm assuming. But I told you about the time that I was broadcasting a Huntington or a Ball State Stanford maybe, and I was up in the broadcast booth, and Coach Maloney in the middle of a dugout against the top 10 team in the country in Stanford. They had Kyle Stowers, who's in the big leagues now, Tim Tawa, who's a part of the Diamondbacks for a while. I was telling Ethan about that. Ethan, am I thinking right? What am I thinking? Who's a grad guy that worked for the Diamondbacks?
Yeah, Haney.
Yeah, Ethan Haney. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know if I was saying that right. He texted me during the game and says, "Go tell that official scorer that was a hit for Ball State." And I was like, I'm 18 years old, 19 years old. I'm not going to tell this guy. I was like, okay, coach. So I went over and I said, hey, coach thinks that is a base hit, not an error. And so it goes on. They're like, we're not changing it right now. I was like, okay. I text him back in the middle of the game. He's a head coach, you know, of a storied program in the MAC at least. And he's like, okay, well, I'll take care of it later. He CCs me in an email that he sends to, like, the director of the tournament, the official scorer at this place. He goes, we want this changed. Ground ball left side. Shortstop over and in time. Nice stretch from Pelletier. The throw from Kaufman, and Huntington completes the 2-game sweep here today, 12-2. They use that boost and that walk-off win to take care of business in Game 2, and that's a great start to Crossroads League play, Coach.
Yeah, it is. That's a really good start, and especially after that first game, the come from behind effort. I've been down here an awful lot, obviously, in almost 40 years, and I don't ever remember a 4-run lead overcoming a 4-run lead in the last inning. So, yeah, that's a tremendous thing.
Well, Huntington starts league play 2-0. There'll be a handful of other teams that will be 2-0 heading into tomorrow as well. We will have a player of the game and Coach Thad Frame coming up here momentarily. Huntington moves to 12-1 overall, 2-0 at home, 2-0 in the conference. They have now won 10 straight games, and they had some powerful performances today. We had R.J. England in Game 1. Saw some big-time at-bats in the bottom of the ninth. And then this second game, talked about it, Willard and Reinertz knocked in 11 of the 12 runs. Just crazy power by Reinertz. We talked about the ball he hit out the center field. 3 home runs. Yep, Willard had 2. So they wanted to slug. They started to slug today, and they slugged Indiana Wesleyan. Back to Marion, where they will play 2 more tomorrow.
Looks like we're going to get both Willard and Reinhardt.
Yeah, so best case scenario, we'll have 2 of the guys come up here. We'll see which one wants to go first. Are you going to have any questions for him, Coach?
Nope.
Okay.
I got nothing to say to him.
All right. Well, we'll get your headset over to them once they get up here. And then we'll wait for Coach Thad Frame as well. We'll see which of the Foresters we get first as Huntington wins 12-2. Which one wants to go first? I said, which one's going first? Need help, Coach? All right, we got Owen Willard here first. We were just talking about it. You and your partner behind you, Tanner Reinertz, knocked in 11 of the 12 runs here in Game 2. Momentum is a real thing in sports. You guys battle back in that 9th inning in Game 1. You come out and punch them right away in Game 2 with a home run to start that. Take us through that at bat. You were obviously ready to hit. First pitch bomb going the other way.
For sure. Kind of taking the wind out of their sails that last game, and then it's important to strike first. We got a good 3 up, 3 down first inning, and then we just strike first, and it's kind of how baseball goes sometimes.
We talked time and time again, Coach Frame and I, about hitting the ball backside. It seems like you guys had that approach today, especially against the lefties you were facing. Drove a lot of balls out to right field, right center field. How hard have you guys worked on that here in this offseason and over the last 2 weeks with no baseball going on outside, really?
For sure, yeah. I always try to stick to a middle way approach, especially against a lefty, because it's just a lot easier to see slider off that and then fastball off that. And once you get the fastball, you gotta hammer it.
All right, we appreciate a good game today, Owen. We'll hand it over to Tanner now, who will hop on the headset. Tanner, it's rare to have 2-3 home run games in the same season. We had some alumni tuning in saying they haven't seen many balls hit out to center field here. Obviously, you're off to a great start as a freshman. What has led to that success at the plate?
The process, for sure. Coach is preaching it every day. Middle of the way, that's That's all that they've been preaching, and it's been clicking for sure. And a bunch of work in the offseason.
You guys had 3 home runs today, 7 runs knocked in. Obviously, that overcoming adversity in that first game, finding a way, and then as we talked about, kind of punching them right away. You got 2 more games tomorrow. What do you guys have to do to stay on track and find a way to win this series?
Keep our foot on the gas. I mean, we knocked two down today. We got 2 more tomorrow. Just got to keep playing hard, and that grit that coach has been talking about, that process we need to keep having to succeed, and it's been working so far. So we just got to ride along.
Yep, appreciate it, Tanner. Congrats on a great start to your freshman year. We'll get Coach Thad Frame here on the headset. He'll make his way over following a 2-game sweep. And we've got the head man here now. Coach, your dad and I and Coach Frame, we talked all day long about how that first game felt like it went the opposite way all year last year. You guys got to that spot. You got the tying run to the plate. You just didn't get over the hump. That win is so big for you guys in game 1, and then you come right back out and punch the Wildcats in the face there in game 2.
Yeah. Credit to Iowa, the first game, I felt like RJ was really good, especially early on, and they wore him down with a lot of foul balls, I felt like, especially early in the game. So we knew the pitch count was going to be a little bit high, but he really settled in probably that 4th, 5th, 6th inning, and for him to get us through the 6th inning was massive. And then, man, how many times in the last inning do you pinch hit 3 or 4 guys in a row and they all come up and get a hit? Right. So, wink, wink, but that's good coaching right there. No. Credit to Sammy, Johnny with a big-time hit, and it's just a credit to these guys that they're tough outs. And so for us to be able to come back and win that game, that's massive. So that's a good team over there in that dugout. They swing it. They're physical. They play the game the right way. So, for us to be able to, kind of tough one out, right, that first game, and then obviously jump into that second game, it was a good day for us.
You had a great performance there by a freshman on the mound. Blister is what we're
he was cramping.
Cramping. Okay, we kind of wondered what was going on.
Yeah, in his hand. So at first, anytime you see a kid kind of clutch like that, we were all in the dugout going, "Oh no!"
Right.
Is it an elbow? But immediately, Mike said he walked out there and his thumb kept cramping. So, and you know what? I know Gabe came in. That's a big setting for him to come in. You're not down there ready to throw.
Yep.
We throw you in the middle of things, and I know he felt probably a little rusty, but for him to kind of eat those last 2 outs were big for us.
And then finally, the 2 guys we just talked to. I mean, they knocked in 11 of your 12 runs. Tanner, just a freshman. Owen on the other side of his career, coming in here and finishing up his career now. What have those 2 guys meant so far to an offense that just keeps clicking?
They're physical. And then I think the thing I'm most proud of is most of our home runs today were backside.
Right.
So we're staying on it. We talked about, in BP, we've been working with Tanner, been working with Owen of just, hey, right center gate. And for him to hit a ball over dead center, I know Coach is here. I could probably count 4 or 5 times I've seen a home run in dead center. So I think the thing I was most proud of is they stayed within their approach, hit where the pitchers were obviously throwing it, and they're not trying to jump at the baseball. But to be able to stay middle right center against these guys is kind of the key. And so I think that was what I was most excited about.
Right. So you've got 10 in a row now that you guys have won. Make it 11 in a row. Is that right?
Oh, I have no idea.
I'd have to look as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so Coach Mike Frame wants to know, you still have those ability to bring in the relief pitchers you used today, Masinski, and then Egel, and then also Hamrick again.
I'm not sure, Coach. I want to give up my scouting report for tomorrow, but yes, we have been prepping these guys. Obviously with some strong pitching so far. Mike and Jason have done a fantastic job with our pitching staff. And he's been prepping them the last couple of weeks to be able to throw back-to-back days. Because in this league, you guys know, it's a lot of baseball in 2 days. So these guys need to be able to come in and be able to be used back-to-back days. Probably not a ton, but we need those arms, we need strikes, and so those guys are fully available. I was happy. I mean, to be able to get Dylan out, he came in a tough situation, but to get him out and Keegan to step in, and obviously we come back and win that game, it worked out perfectly for us. So pretty much our whole bullpen is ready to go for tomorrow.
Sweet. That's 10 in a row for the Foresters. That's Coach Dad Frame. Thanks for joining us. Go win a series tomorrow.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
We will go ahead and send it to our final break of the night. We thank you for tuning in. Coach Frame and I always thankful for the comments and chat in the YouTube chat, and we will see you next weekend. The Foresters will be back in action tomorrow at Indiana Wesleyan. That's a 12 o'clock first pitch. You can surely watch the stream on their website. I don't know if you'll get as many good jokes as Coach Mike Frame and I will provide, but you can still watch them try to win their first Crossroads Series of the year. For the FDN Sports Group, Preston Husband and Mike Frame, we will see you next Friday evening for more Crossroads League Baseball.